We are pioneers. We are trailblazers. We fight for freedom. We transform our dreams into the truth. Our struggles will become a nation. For years, Mother England has been neglecting the colonists' economic activities. So for times on end, they have been freely trading with everyone around them, gaining an impressive profit. Seeing this, Great Britain drew to desire a percent of their profits also. With the newly imposed navigation laws, Britain required the colonists to strictly trade with English merchants, restricting colonial profits. The Sugar Act was the first major tax that would heavily affect the colonies. It would reduce the rate of tax on molasses to persuade importers to buy molasses from British colonies. This would increase the enforcement on smuggling law. The Stamp Act was the most important event in taxation of the colonies. It taxed all paper documents such as stamps, legal forms, pamphlets, newsletters, playing cards, and even envelopes. This tax affected upper-class occupations such as lawyers, businessmen, and politicians rather than just the common peasant. The discontented colonists had to provide free food and hospitality within their own homes. This was a violation of the future Third Amendment. Most colonists thought, "This man isn't my right-hand man." The Townshend Act was a tax on glass, paper, paint, and tea. How can a tiny island across the sea regulate the price of tea? This pushed the colonists to perform an expensive act of rebellion, the Boston Tea Party, where they dumped millions of dollars worth of tea into the ocean.
You say the price of my love is not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back.
With tax collectors being targeted and frequent riots breaking out, British troops started to migrate to the colonies. Despite the royal reinforcement, brawls constantly broke out between the British and the colonists. The colonists believed that Parliament had no right to tax the colonies without representation, and the British responded with, "This is virtual representation." The colonists revolted against the unfair British taxation and the intolerable acts passed by Great Britain, shut down Boston Harbor, and punished the colonists. All of these events led to the formation of our natural rights as citizens of the United States.